Hi, I'm Exesis, and this is Terra Invicta, where we are playing as the Resistance. Alright, so let's check out what we are doing today then. And that was a very funny path there coming in from Chernog. A destroyer, could be another surveillance craft. Oh, it's just a transport, okay. Let's see if we can actually manage to shoot them down. I wouldn't hope too much for that. Let's see if we can get into the inner system a little bit more. And you are probably also transport, aren't you? No, you're a surveillance craft. Oh, yeah, we need to check that one out a little bit later on. Okay, actually, if we go into fleets here, we can see that these are... I think that means that they are broken and under need of repair. And they need marines, these, of course. I wonder if we have them already docked doing something there. No, and they should... looks like they are fairly well up there. Let's set them to repair. That should fix that. And we'll have them ready. We don't need to defend our interests in Nepal. Don't think we need to worry too much about this. Not at the moment anyway. We have plenty of spare mission control at the moment. What we did want to do, however, is update our ships, not on hubs, of course. If we go to our ship classes, we have the Canaries here, and they've only got 2 Delta V. Of course, we want to upgrade these a little bit. They're 2,000 tons. I don't think we can just place upgrade here. Let's see if we can... if we're allowed to put the burner drives in there. I don't think we are. I think we need to start. No, we are. Okay, good. Now, obviously we need a new power plant, so we're going to use the gas core fission reactor here. And directly, just by swapping out the power plant, we've gained about 24 kilometers per second of Delta V. And we've lost a little bit of weight. And the big question here is... I don't think we've got a different battery. We're using a good radiator. This one is a little bit heavy, but it is has a very low vulnerability. We could use these that are... Actually, I think no, only the titanium ones that save a little bit of weight. But it's so little that I think having the less vulnerable ones is a lot better. Big question here is if we want to go with the targeting computer instead of one of these magazines. And I think that is something that we do want. I could actually go with the liquid hydrogen containment too. That would give us another 10, actually 12 Delta V. Don't think we quite need that one just yet. It does save a lot of weight too though. And we do want to have a targeting computer. I don't think the extra Delta V is going to be that much use of us for defensive ships here. We're probably going to actually bump down the propellant there too. I'm going to put the targeting computer on, and this will make it a lot lighter and a lot cheaper. We'll compare them once we get out there. However, we probably do need a maximum amount of engines just to get some kind of, especially cruise acceleration here, so we can catch up to something. And this will give us a combat acceleration of 1.3 Gs. And now, of course, we are using a little bit of fissiles in the propellant as well, since we're using the burner drive here. So we want to keep these as light as possible, but I think this is a fairly decent setup. How much would it be if we put on a little bit of side armor here as well? I think that's probably okay, probably still okay. And at least make sure that any glancing hits from the sides will not be instantaneously destroy our ships. Of course, this is an invalid refit, so we're gonna name this something new. And I think we're just gonna name this one Murga, which is a rooster in Hindi. I think I can probably put these to long range actually. That should be defended the one. Strategic range short and third in combat engagement lane range long. They don't really have the armor to stand anything. We are going to start building a little bit bigger ships sooner as well. We have a few more techs to fix before that. Targeting computer will help us actually target then the alien ships. We'll have to upgrade this one eventually to the better ones. But we have this one, so let's use it. We don't need all these magazines anyway. We are going more on a mass. Let's save this design. It lacks a lot of delta V, we know, and that is completely fine. And if we look here at the cost, it now only costs a little bit more in volatiles, but it's cheaper in metals, it's cheaper in water. It also costs a little bit of fissiles and actually quite a lot more nobles. Overall, it's probably about the same material cost. We just shifted it around a little bit. And because it has so low combat acceleration, it's doesn't seem like it's a threat at all to the aliens. But we should be able to kill civilian ships with this one, and no problem, and fight defensive battles. I saved quite. No, here's the combat power, of course. And this is how many ships we actually have in service. So it is an increase in combat power there as well. We do have a lot worse cruise acceleration though. Let's obsolete those. Those can be completely pulled off. And let's actually build some of these. I think we're just gonna put... we'll build them down here. We do have the side armor too, so that's gonna help us. No, that's not where I wanted them. I'm not sure they can actually transfer from there. I want to have them here on Gateway Earth. In 90 days we'll have another squadron up of newer ships. And they have a very small fuel tank, so it shouldn't be a problem with missiles or anything else like that. I think we confirmed all the missions last time, so there's not a lot to do here. More than actually on pause after like 8 minutes. Yeah, you keep doing this, I think. And this should be the surveillance ship. And now they are repaired. We do have the mission control, so we could go after something else. I think we've still got 2 of these stations under construction that we... No, there's only this one. Sun Sea is the one that we actually want to keep. Let's just make sure that we name it aptly so that we know that's one that we want to defend. Question is there anything else on Mars that we want to go down and pick up? Let's look at Mars, all factions. I think maybe we don't want to look at them all. I could take these protectorate bases too. They are rather useless though. They cost a lot of missiles, all of them. And they've got a station in Phobos orbit, that's fine, they can stay there for now. We probably would want to shoot this one down eventually as well. Wonder what they have on it. probably have point defenses here. Yeah. A lot of them. A space dock. Lots of missiles out here and some op centers. That's probably more of a drain on them, this one, than anything else. So yeah, we'll leave them with it. It's a little bit of a shame here that they can build ships in Mars orbit. And we can see the net production is a negative in missiles. And the other ones are very, very low. I think we've got more or less all the good spaces here on Mars. It would be if we wanted to take a little bit from the Protectorate just to deny them it. We could take some of these bases and try to sell them off to the other factions, of course. It looks like Humanity First doesn't really have very many bases. And they could do with a few more. Academy they've not really decided whose side they're on yet, and they got 2 bases here at least. How are we doing for relations here with the Protectorate? We are in conflict, so we're probably going to go to war with them if we do anything. I think that's why we've held off a little bit on it. That's fine. We don't really want to do anything against these. We could give them things, of course. The Academy is just... Yeah, we'll leave Mars for now. We've got the fleet there if we need it. Okay, that sucks. There's not a lot we can do about it. Let's go back to Earth.
Order is returning.
We do need to get this one down a little bit more.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
And Taiwan, yeah, it's probably about time to start taking Taiwan.
Things are cooling off.
We have the... No, we don't really have the app for it though. We want to repeat this one. Let's go back to Earth.
We were unable to increase security.
We can repeat that one as well. I think we've got this... once we finish this tech, we'll be able to take Taiwan. That's fine. We probably don't need to go all in here, but I think we are being overly cautious here at the moment, just so that they don't try to snipe it from us. Improved railgun batteries, don't think we're going to need them. We're going to go for the coil guns instead. We should lock this slot in soon. We are at... No, we need... Yeah, we should be able to slow this one down a little bit and put at least 33% down here again. Yeah, if we do it this way, that'll be fine. The only one who could catch up is Humanity First, and they are... in about 300 research points, they won't be able to catch up anymore. So I think that should be fine.
Acknowledged.
And then we're not going for Taiwan just yet.
Acknowledged.
Samadarshi, what are you up to? Don't have to worry too much about that. Let's have a quick check in here. So Fru has been found. That's probably you who leaked our secrets. And there's one persuasion. And a little bit of extra funding from our... That's quite a lot of... That's actually 2 science as well. That's a decent one. And this is a good one as well. And you only cost influence, but you've only got space for one of these. And let's grab this one. Let's see if we have anyone else with 2 slots. We do here. Samsung can keep get Nirvana Laboratories. 2 science is helpful. And a little bit of extra science, and the bonus there is nice too. Quite expensive, but I think that one's worthwhile to pick up. Yeah, no one had the experience to select anything. And this one should be done fairly quickly. That one's going to take forever. And this one is also going to take forever, more or less. Yeah. And we're still waiting on the superconducting magnets there. Good. Oh. Prue, of course, needs to go underground. Yeah, somewhere doesn't really matter.
Ready for my mission.
And Samadarshi, you can increase 100, but you can't reduce it, can you? I can't really do very much more than public campaigning. In China, it's fine. No, we're not that much up there.
I will try to sway the public.
The big question is if we want to have Nari doing something that she actually gains experience
Going
from.
off the grid.
Offering support.
A lot of investment points. But other than that, it's not that much. And we're picking up a lot of funding out of China at the moment. And Greater Malaysia, this is one that we probably want to do.
Things are cooling off.
This one needs to be repeated.
Violence is abating.
That one too.
The people will come to our side.
Now we can repeat this one as well. Okay, now we are locked in here. Let's bump that one down and make sure that we actually gain some more into this. Myanmar has been taken by Exodus. Okay, so we've got a smuggling ring on Gateway Mars. And here's, we need to see which one is the better chance. Yeah, we don't want the accidents to happen, obviously. Boost priority will be reduced. We're not investing that much in boost, that doesn't really matter. There's a 63% chance. And we can investigate them, that's 55%. I think we just pull this one. We're not putting that much into boost. And we gain a public opinion boost as well, which is nice. I think the only place, no, we're not even doing boost in Singapore anymore. We're running funding here. We could probably put some into boost, but we'll wait until the other one has gone off a little bit. That was a pretty nice one as well. I think we are. This one would be super nice. But it is much too expensive and we need to have a criminal for it. Don't think we have a criminal. That's fine. And now that we are locked in there, I reduce the research there, of course, to put some extra points into the photonic computing, which will give us some more command cap.
Standing by.
Where do you need me?
I wonder.
Ready to go.
On Fruda's advice, what did we get from him? I'm gonna get a little bit from got 18 admin, 4 science. Science, that is really the one we are looking for here. We should probably try to combine maybe on Samadarshi, but he doesn't have the admin points, so he needs to level up a little bit more. I think Prue is probably the best shot at that. I was thinking if we can get something to increase. I'm gonna have to do a small shuffle of these later on. Right now it doesn't really matter that much. You can do public campaigning. We do want to get this experience again rolling.
Ready for my mission.
And you're not really good at anything other than taking places for the moment or investigating people. Let's find someone to investigate. Let's go to Madrid.
Initiating surveillance.
We're gonna have to check this fleet as well. We go to the aliens, and we also want to see the ones in Earth orbit. Okay, you just failed it. That sucks. Okay, so we have 2 surveillance missions running at the moment.
Things are stabilizing.
One finishing in November. That's going to be the one we need to go for after first, I think. Yeah, that's good. Let's just keep going.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
And the Cobalt does radiate. I think this one is actually better than the one we have. 31 November. Yeah, this is the one we need to go after first.
Every child adores playing with magnets, yet most adults pay them no heed. Foolish, really, for one day they will become the very bedrock of our society. Chancellor Li Qingzhao, interview with Wired magazine.
Alright, so we managed to complete these superconducting magnets, and we actually got to keep our slot this time, which we knew because it was locked in, of course. So let's see where we want to go now. I think this could be one. Improved coiled guns, improved shipbuilding techniques will lead to adamantine armor. That one's going to be good to have. Advanced hydrogen containment is also something that we want to have. I think the missiles that we have at the moment are fine. Applied AI, we don't need that. Arc lasers would be useful. That's not something we need. Coiled guns, however, I think we need to go for them. Do we have anything more of these small ones that we want to just bunch out? Yes, we do, but there's a high likelihood that we'll lose our slot for that. Yeah, so I think we're actually going to go for the arc lasers. We want to have arc lasers and coil guns up and running. They're going to be the first actual viable weapons against the aliens. We can get a good point defense gun here, and then we can use the green arc laser, both cannons and batteries. And then we're gonna hope to get the ion cannons up and running soon enough too. We do want to get back up to 50% there, just to make sure that we don't lose this slot again. It would be nice to have a little bit more of energy research, but it is what it is. What's our monthly S2 and 2.3k? Okay. Well, we should probably be building more stations in Venus orbit. We do have the space for it now. Do we have the funds for it? 164. Did we actually research the research ones? Don't think we did yet. No, we've got to research the research campus, alright. These ones... they might be better than the one. They're lighter at least, but I'm not sure. No, they should be the same. I think they're also, these kind of dust radiators are very low. I think they're at the same as the ones we have, they're just lighter. I don't need those right now though. Rail cannons might just be wasted research points at this point. Might be nice to just get them on the LDAs would be nice to get up as well. Green laser, no, we don't need those anymore. We're gonna go for the arc lasers instead once we get those. Now we do need to finish this patrol vessels. We start unlocking some new technologies. We should be... we're taking the lead here, no problem. Okay, so...
Where to?
Who wants to do what? Yeah, we already took Taiwan. Yeah, we just need to wait for this 24 days. That's another 2 turns or something. Then we can actually start to do something here. We can see if we can... Oh yeah, we said we're not going to be able to rival them, right? Or because they are breakaway, we're not going to be able to integrate them, I don't think. Now we'll see. We'll run one and see what happens. We need to get that one through first. You need to go to ground. Yeah, you can do that here in
Going silent.
Taiwan, that's fine. I think we should have some experience now too, yes. No one else has been found out by the servants. Yeah, I don't know. This one would be okay. That's much too expensive. Alright then. But I do think we should boost up admin here. I probably need to get some of the other stats up here as well. You don't get any experience from running the advice missions, of course. Okay, they are all set. They've all got a mission. Let's confirm this again.
Going off the grid.
Okay, so we got ion batteries. We've been waiting for these, and that lead to particle beams. I also want the ion cannons, of course. And low Mars orbit. Let's check what you are. You're a frigid standoff. We could go in and blast him, but I don't think it serves any purpose for us. That's going to cost us something to burn the hate off instead. And we've got all our ships around the only orbital asset we have, and all our ground-based assets should be safe from orbital bombardment. Because we've got point defense arrays on them. September, October, November. Do we have enough time to wait for the new ships? 41 days, yes we do. So we can wait for the new ships before we... No, we'll probably send in the old ships anyway, because we will be suffering casualties most likely. And we'd rather the older ships get destroyed before the newer ones. Or the obsolete ships. So we want to wait so we have something at least defending our stations.
We found
if
nothing
we need
of
to.
note.
Again? Okay, well we'll find a new mission for you then. Don't need this one. Mandalay. Greater India, yes we do want this one.
Order is returning.
You're down decently, but we don't really have any
Returning.
better jobs for you guys to do anyway, so just keep
Our chief
working on
remains
these.
unheard.
Yeah, keep going. Okay, so we finished the Space Medical Center. This gives a lot of funding for a little bit of boost. We can build these up in Earth orbit. Research campuses is another one that's going to make a lot of research. So we want to have these going. A lot of crew. So we have to use power farms on these. See, all of these techs are really expensive, but they are going to be worth it to start integrating. I think we want to go for the research campuses. Once we get 1 or 2 of these up in Venus, we should be making lots of science, or extra science. Now we are pulling ahead quite a lot here. I think that's fine for us to keep 50% investment points there too. Quantum encryption will lead to the next level of covert operations. Yeah, that's what we get from that. And advanced ECM modules. Don't think ECM works against aliens though, so they're not that useful to us. And we're just waiting for that there. This, however, we are not interested in. Not yet, at least. And we do need to go back and...
I'm here.
Where do you need me?
It doesn't really matter who we use here. And defend
Securing our
interests there.
interests.
Standing by for orders.
Back in operation. Okay. Let's get rid of you. I don't really need to do these. And I think we still got a few. Yeah, we've got 9 more days there. So I think this one is a fairly high priority. No, it's quite late in the resolution phase. And let's try
Time
that.
to
It
make
might
our
work
move.
out. We might be
What's the
1 turn
op?
too early for that too. Okay, Sam's
Standing by.
just gonna go and take care of these alien
Taking it to them.
life forms.
Standing by for order.
Yes, just no chance. And we're probably just gonna conquer everything here once we unlock everything. The Type A should be an easy integration once we actually get there. Just want to do something that you gain some experience from in your... I guess we could go and investigate our own counselors as well. Yeah, no, you're not very good at investigation, that's why we're not doing this. No, we don't need to sabotage anything. It is the right stat though. But they won't be super happy with us for sabotaging things. It doesn't really help us either, so... Let's go back to advising then. Or no, let's investigate one of ours. That's fine.
Eyes on target.
Let's just let these
Making
go.
things safe for our people.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. We are finding
We've
a lot
got
of
some
these.
intel on our target.
I think we should look in to see if we have anyone that can do any fizzles.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
That's good. You can keep winning their hearts and minds. We got-
Mission complete.
Okay. I think we can actually do the unification here with China. That means we just integrated Taiwan back into China. So you can do it the other way around too, but I think you need to do it by force then. And then you'll get a very democratic China instead. But I think that's fine. Would be nice if we can go take... these would be really good bases to have. But this one here, that's a protectorate base that gives a decent amount of missiles. Yeah, I don't care about that. But if we go to Marine Force here, let's see if we can actually transfer out here. Now, we probably don't want to spend everything doing that. Loiter 2 weeks. Well, that's a really long transfer. And that's the fastest transfer we can do. If we want to make sure that we can actually get back home again. We're gonna capture a base out there, so we can always refuel there. Or we should be able to. Is that the one we want to go for then? And these would be really nice to have as well. And this one gives a little bit of water too. And it has decent outputs of both base metals and noble metals. And it's from a faction that we'd rather weren't active in space. And they've got this one here that would be nice to just take from them. It's going to take us 2 years. Yeah, we can always build new ships, or we can actually scrap the ships out there and build new ones where we need them. Yeah, let's fly out there. How much do we delay by? We save a little bit. If we go down to, it's the 1st of March instead of November. Okay, we need to loiter for loads of extra weeks to actually get there. And if we spend a lot of time waiting. No, we'll burn hard to get out there. We'll get there as soon as possible. That soon as possible is in a little bit more than a year's time. So happy flying, boys. That'll be a decent enough addition for us. And we're still doing okay here. I think we'll leave it at 50%. That is something that we really want to have as well. So January, February, October next year.
The LZ is secure.
Okay, we do need to repeat the mission there. Why did we launch a new navy? Okay. I did not think we were building navies. We aren't building navies. Oh, because we had we got some of the navy points from Taiwan, of course. And the average mil tech went down, of course, when we integrated with Taiwan. We did get some more nuclear weapons. It might come in handy in the future. We probably don't need to have all of these armies in China either. We can probably disband the ones that don't have... Yeah, let's do that. And let's disband these 2 armies that don't have navies. And looks like the economy size went down a little bit as well there. Now now we've freed up a little bit of slots, so maybe we can start actually going after something down here. I think Thailand is probably the one that we want to go for first. Either that or Indonesia. We could try to integrate all of Indonesia into one nation. I wonder if Australia is possible to get in there as well. So I think it's Indonesia you want to do first, and then you fold those into Malaysia, and then you can fold those into the Pan-Asian Combine. This is one that we need to do as well. It might be Indonesia into the southeast. Yeah, we could actually do India. Since we already own India, and India, if we just fold these other things in there. That could be fine. I'll have to think about that. We don't have to decide on that right now, though. Okay, so we're getting a few. This station seems to be fully built out now. That's nice. And this one is still under construction. Actually, nothing is done here. It looks like we forgot to put point defense arrays out here. That can be exciting. That's fine. That's going to cost us so much money once that one is online. We could maybe convert one of these. We've got one in Earth orbit. That's just sticking around. We could probably put medical centers up here. That'll help us a bit with cash flow. And these need 30 power. And how many staff do they have? 120 crew. Let's put some, start with just putting some solar arrays on the ends here. And they give us loads of power actually. And then we do want to have farms, but let's put some medical centers here. This is primarily a medical center. We are producing 14 boosts, which means we can have at the most 9 of these. I probably don't want to have them all. Uh, 48, we can have one more at least. We do want to have a farm too. How much staff is this going to take? No, we can't see that. 120, that's 480. 600, then we want to have 2 farms. If we have 3 of these. Don't know if we have the power to do 2 farms, but we have power enough for 1 at least. If we put in another solar array there, another farm, and then we got another 20 power to use on something. That'd have to be a tier 1 lab. Hydroponics bay is 10. That's not really worth it. Yeah, we were lacking research bonuses to these, but what do we need for social? We don't have a social project at the moment, but I think we got a decent bonus to social. Maybe not. We'll want to just rename this one. Low Earth orbit. And this is a hospital. Actually, we want to have a point defense array here. Just something to defend all of these hospitals. Alright, so that's a very, very big hospital we put up into orbit now. Once that is done, it should help us with our cash flow quite a bit.
Ready for my mission.
Yeah, we do need to have these assigned to something, of course. Let's yeah, I got some Adarshi here. We can set national polity. We'll disband 2 of these armies.
Where to?
That'll save us a little bit of investment points that we lost from having a navy on our third one. But then we got three armies with navies. And I think that should be fine. And we are still building up the military here in India. They're actually up to 4.4 here as well now. What's the maximum at the moment? 7. Okay, yeah, we got a bit to go. And we actually got 4 armies here. Bangladesh is one we can integrate into India. I think Sri Lanka and Pakistan. And maybe actually Nepal as well, Kathmandu. Yeah, no, we're gonna look at that later on. Let's just select some missions for everyone here. You need to... No, you're not very good at doing that, but you can go off and investigate someone.
Investigating target.
Ready.
And we do need tech for every... Yeah, we're probably gonna do India first. It sounds
Gear up.
like the right thing to do.
Ready to go.
I think I want to send you off on just a surveillance mission in Warsaw as well. Just to see if we can spot any more of that. But that's going to be everything for today. So thank you very much for watching. Take care and see you next time.